It was a really pleasant surprise when you announced that you were doing some more shows, but what actually brought you together again to play the Isle of Wight Festival this year and after so long apart?
Well, Daryl in particular, he was the main person who was, several times he'd said, shall we, how about getting together and going out and playing again. But Francis was very keen, he didn't want to do the old material at all, really, because he was very much, his head was in a different place. I mean, he was exploring harpsichord music, and his other obsession was jamming, real out there cosmic rock jamming, and that is not Daryl at all. Daryl does not do jamming. Daryl likes things to be precise and exquisite as possible, whereas Francis is completely the opposite way. He just wants to play and things to come out of the cosmos. Then Francis wanted to kind of take this new band, which he wanted to call Curved Space, I think, and so we would be called Space Heads rather than Airheads or whatever. But that all sounded like a lot of fun, but it wasn't good because the Curved Air was Daryl and Francis, and Daryl did try, but Francis is very idealistic, and he wants, he has his vision of how he wants things to be, and he's not one to compromise at all. So I recorded in my house, Florian recorded in his house. We're sort of miles away from each other, and then we sent out the tracks, the files, to Daryl. I mean, he sent us the templates to record onto, and then sent them to Daryl, who then played everything else,
yes,
and produced it into what became Reborn. It's fantastic to see Daryl playing, and he's never played better. He's and he's keeping us all on track, and he's being very precise, and we're very methodical. I mean, we got the songs together. When we actually got together to rehearse over a week, and then hit the new players that he's brought in are people that he's worked with before in the past on projects himself, and they're wonderful people.